So our, I guess our topic this week is, or month is, internet safety. Um, so there is good things and bad things with the internet. That's how I met Katie. Um, so there's good things. You can make friends, meet friends. But I also had myself a lot of things where people have asked questions um, in the dating sites, just on Facebook, many other sites where they're asking for um, information or sending inappropriate pictures, um, things like that. And so you need to be cautious as you're talking to people online or looking at pictures, talking to people that you may or may not know. If they ask for um, private information, or they start asking for an Apple card or a gift card of some type, or asking you to send them money, saying that they absolutely love you and can't live without you. You don't know if they're actually a guy or a girl. So you just want to be cautious with who you talk to, what you look at, what websites you're in. Um, I just know from experience that it's just been one of those things that I've had happen myself. I know that there's a lot of pornography sites out there that you can just accidentally click onto if you're not paying attention. And so being in the safe websites, just being cautious, watching what you're asked, watching what you're being asked, responding with good answers, follow up questions if someone starts asking. Um, but you just want to be cautious just because there's so many people out there nowadays that are just looking for ways to scam people and get someone in trouble. And they can, if you give out the wrong information, they can get your address, they can find out all sorts of personal information. So they can then open up bank accounts or any of that kind of stuff. So you just want to be extremely careful with who you talk to, what you do on the internet, and stay in the safe websites as much as possible.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for letting us come speak today and talk to you about internet safety. We hope that the information we will be presenting will help you be safe when driving the information superhighway. We work for the advocates as leaders, speakers network. My name is Natalie Green, and this is my colleague Eric Stoker. Our mission is to educate self-advocates, family members, siblings, professionals, and community members about about issues that affect our lives.
Let's face it, the internet has changed the computer and communications world like nothing before. The invention of the telegraph, telephone, radio, and computer all set the stage for the capabilities we find on the internet today. People throughout the world have voiced mixed feelings about the use of the internet, and many of us are still trying to decide if it's right for us. It could be a good or a bad thing in our lives. That is why we want to learn how to stay safe while using the internet, and the many conveniences it can provide while avoiding the negatives that it can lead to. The internet was important to people in the past, but it is even more so today, especially due to the large number of people working or doing school from home. Next slide.
It's hard to believe that the internet has been around since the 1950s. It was originally designed to assist military in protecting our country. Imagine the internet is like a really old secret club that started in the 1950s. Back then, the grown-ups in charge of the country were worried about big bombs and going to space. So they made this secret club to help the military protect everyone. For a long time, only a few special schools and places that worked with the military could join this club. They used the first version of the internet called Advanced Research Project Agency Network. In the 1980s and 1990s, more researchers, people from universities and big computer companies started using the internet. But in 1994, the military couldn't pay for the internet anymore, so they opened the secret club to register companies. These companies are now called Internet Service Providers, or ISPs. They are the ones who help you get online today.
The internet can be an amazing tool and should be thought of as a skill. It has become an essential tool in our lives, allowing us to do some incredible things in just a few moments. For example, we can learn and research anything that we want to with just the click of a button. We can talk to our families and friends anywhere in the world. We can make new friends, learn from different cultures, order things right to our door, and even participate in online dating, just to name a few. On the other hand, the internet does have some cons, and it can be dangerous, so it's important to learn how to use the internet safely. In general, the advantages of the internet outweigh the dangers if you know how to recognize potential threats and use it safely. So we're going to now show you a short video.
Using the internet is an amazing way to make new friends, stay in touch, and find information. But we need to remember to keep ourselves safe when we are online and make others feel safe too, just like we do in everyday life.
Staying private online is so important. Sometimes people can pretend to be someone different on the internet, so we need to be careful and only share information with people we know.
We should only share private information, like our phone numbers and addresses, with people we trust in real life. Some information is always private, like our passwords, and should never be shared with anyone.
Sending private photos to someone we like might seem like an exciting thing to do, but we need to think about this carefully.
Consent is very important. This means that everyone involved needs to understand and agree when something is shared online. Asking people we know and trust before sharing images is the best way to make sure that everyone is happy. Private means private. Of course, we always need to think about how other people feel when we are using the internet. Sending unkind comments or messages is never okay.
We can all do our bit to make the internet happy and a helpful place for everyone.
Even though the internet is great, sometimes we might come across things we don't want to see, like scary pictures or videos. If this happens, we need to remember. Close the image. Watch something else to make us feel better, and don't share.
Using social media is a great way to connect with friends and share our photos, but we must remember to look after our mental health. It is sometimes easy to compare ourselves to other people on the internet.
If this makes us feel sad or worried, we need to talk to people we trust so we feel safe, and use the internet to make our lives better.
Remember,
Be kind.
be responsible,
Stay private.
and ask for help.
Stay
Stay safe and enjoy the internet.
All right, Eric and I would like to show you some positive values of the internet. One positive value is email. At least 85% of the It's cyberspace sends and receives electronic mail, more commonly known as email. Over 300 billion mail messages across the internet every day. Research, education, and self-improvement. Most of us have done some type of research on the internet, whatever it was a school assignment or work assignment or something that interests us. Often, research is used for furthering our education and sometimes for our own self-improvement or fact-checking.
Another one is discussion groups. These include public groups, such as those on Usenet and the private mailing lists that Listserv serves. Listserv mentions.
Online gaming is another one. Who hasn't tried to hunt down at least one game?
Raise your hands, guys. So friendship and dating is another one. You may be surprised by the number of electronic personals that you can find on the World Wide Web. It can be a very positive experience when used safely and responsibility, and many people throughout the world have found love and lasting relationships through online dating.
Like electronic books, newspapers, and magazines. This category includes late-breaking news, weather, sports, and traffic updates. You can now read your favorite books from many devices, even have the books read to you, which is called an e-reader. If you have specific interests, you can almost always find stories, ads, and more related to exactly those interests. So like finding your favorite movie or finding your favorite book is a example on the internet.
There you go. Okay, so job hunting is another one. Classified ads are in abundance. Many are for technical positions, but you can find employment in any area or expertise.
Shopping. It's difficult to believe that this category even ranks for some, but shopping online, whatever it be, clothing, groceries, houseware, or even hot food delivered to your door, has changed the world as we knew it. If previously, in regards to going shopping, you truly do not have to leave your house to receive goods for many things that you may need/want.
Today, we're going to help you improve your skills when using the internet, social media, and dating online. We'll also be talking about how to use social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, and even dating sites safely. Cyberbullying continues to be a problem. We'll share some ideas on how you can handle these situations if you find yourself in an unsafe one. We'll now show you a short video.
The internet is a great place to do research for school. Share pictures with friends, play video games, or check out the latest trending videos. But it's important to remember that there are billions of people who access the internet, and not everyone has good intentions when doing so. You should think carefully before you share personal information, pictures, or videos on the internet, even if you think it is private. Nothing on the internet is completely private. It's a good rule of thumb not to put up anything that could embarrass you later. If you wouldn't want your grandmother to see it, then don't post it. And don't share private information with people you don't know. Trust your instincts. If someone approaches you online and makes you feel uncomfortable or in danger, stop communication with them immediately. And tell a parent or another trusted adult. It's best not to meet in person someone you've only met online, even if you've been communicating with them for a long time. They may not be who they have told you they are, and it could be dangerous. If you do decide to meet someone from online, it's best to meet them in a public place and to not go alone. Always take a friend along just to be safe, and let someone else know exactly where you are going and who you are going to meet. Bullying someone online through email, social media, text messaging, or any other website or app is called cyberbullying and is still a form of bullying. It's often better to block, delete, or try to ignore bullying messages than to respond to them. If that doesn't work, getting help from a parent, school counselor, or another trusted adult might be a good idea. That's especially true if the cyberbullying contains threats. Remember to always keep your personal information private. Check your privacy settings to make sure that only your friends can see what you post. And never, ever share your passwords with anyone else. The internet could be a wonderful place to explore. Just remember to stay safe while doing it.
So, keep your information safe. Protecting your personal information, such as your name, social security number, bank details, and credit card numbers, is critical. Often, identity theft goes unnoticed until fraud or illegal charges appear. Before sharing personal information online, consider why it is being requested and how it will be used. Be sure that you know who it is asking you for the information. Banks and credit unions will not usually text you for personal information. Instead, you should receive phone calls or official emails. If you suspect your information has been compromised, seek help immediately. This is a complex issue and guidance can be beneficial. You might consider placing a security freeze on your banking or credit accounts, obtaining a free credit report, or engaging in identity theft. Protecting services. While these services typically cost money, they can be valuable in safeguarding your information. Always reach out to a trusted adult if you need help with this.
Thanks, Nate. Let's talk about a strong password. A strong password provides essential protection from financial fraud and identity theft. One of the most common ways that hackers break into computers is by guessing passwords. Simple and commonly used passwords enable intruders to easily gain access and control of a computing device. One of the concerns that people often have when it comes to creating complex passwords is a fear of forgetting them, particularly when there are several to remember. Naturally, a person should try to think of something that will be easy for them to memorize. One way to do that is to turn a sentence or a phrase into something that is not easily recognized by others. To do this, use the first letter of every word in the sentence, replacing certain words with numbers or symbols. For example, the word for may be replaced with the number 4, or the word number with the pound symbol. For example, forever loving my 2 cats. So you have the number 4, capital E, the rest lowercase, and the number 2, and the cats, exclamation point. Ultimately, a strong password is the first step to protecting your identity and all of your private information. Next slide.
How many of you have seen this title walk before on the internet? Raise up hands. Excellent. So let me tell you about the different colors and what they mean. Green lock means the connection is secure. Yellow lock means use caution when you are on that website, and the red slash through the lock means that the connection is not secure when you see that red slash go back to the page you were on.
Imagine your web browser is a bike used to ride all over the internet. Using a secure browser is like riding a helmet and elbow pads. An unsafe browser is like riding a bike with no helmet at all. It's more risky. It blocks bad websites. Secure browsers can recognize websites that have viruses or try to trick you into giving away your information. These are called phishing scams. They will show you a big warning sign to stop you from visiting them.
It fights off malware.
Yes.
Malware is a bad software that can sneak onto your computer from a shady website. A secure browser helps block this malware before it can get in and cause trouble. It gets updates automatically, just like when you get a new school year and need new books. The internet is always changing. Secure browsers update themselves with new features to stop the latest online dangers.
It helps block pop-ups. Many annoying pop-up ads can be dangerous. A secure browser has built-in tools to block these pop-ups so you don't accidentally click on something bad. So, by using a secure browser, you have a safer, more protected way to use the internet for school, games, and fun.
Here's why a secure browser keeps you safe while you explore online. It keeps secrets safe. A secure browser protects your private information, like your passwords and your name, from being stolen by bad guys called hackers. It is also important to keep your devices up to date. This can help keep your online visits and browsing safer, as the carriers are always working to improve and remove things that may not be working correctly.
A good tool to use when checking your messages online is the stop or go method. The way that we use this tool is when you receive an email or message that you are unsure about, you can start at the top or stop at the stop section. If you check the first box or any of the four in the stop section, then you know the message is not safe. You can delete it or ask a trusted person for advice. If you start at the top and you don't check off any boxes in the stop section, you move down to the go section. If none of the boxes are checked, then the message is safe. If you're right-handed on the stop and go method that is on the slide, Michelle will email you guys that are online the copy of the stop go method. And for those online, it looks like you guys got yours. That's great. Let's go to the next slide.
All right. There are many ways to communicate with others. Talk face to face, call, text, write a letter, send an email, chat online, and post comments on social media. Raise of hands if you are familiar with social media. All right.
Is anyone familiar with online dating? Raise of hands if you are familiar with it. Okay.
Awesome.
It's okay for people to meet others online. For some, it may be easier. Like if you're shy, then meeting people online takes some of the stress away by not having the pressure of meeting in person.
All right. If you want to meet others online, you need to be extra careful because you don't always know if someone is being honest. Here are some ways that you can identify if a person is lying online. They can lie about their age, gender, and personal interests. You may have it in common. It's okay to meet others online, but you must be careful and aware. Communication between you and the person should always feel safe, calm, and friendly. If it ever feels off, then there is a good chance that someone just might not be right. Something just might not be right. Always trust your gut feelings.
Everything we post online is public. When you post something on the internet, like a photo, video, or message, it might seem private, but it's often not. Even if you share it with just one person or a small group, they can still take a screenshot, copy it, or easily share it with others. This means your post can be seen by people you do not know. Your information can stay online for a long time, even if you delete it. What you share can be hard and typically impossible to delete completely. A good general rule is, if you wouldn't want your grandma to see it, then don't post it. Just like the video mentions.
Yeah.
Next slide.
So, what are your experiences with dating apps? Raise up hands and share with Eric and I. Online dating is a great tool for meeting new people, especially if you are shy, anxious in a public place, or just want to connect in a comfortable way. It can be fun to chat, learn about others, and maybe even find a romantic relationship. Some people have gotten married after meeting online. But we also need to be careful. Not everyone online is being honest about who they are. Some people pretend to be someone else. This is called catfishing. Others might just try to get your money or personal information. This is why it is important to take your time before trusting someone. Never send money to someone you met online. Don't share your address, phone number, or any private information too soon. Video chat before meeting in person if possible. Always meet in public if you decide to meet, and always tell a trusted person where you are going or share location. They are all dating websites for people with different abilities, and they are all listed on the slide.
Next slide. Cyberbullying is when someone is mean to another person or purpose using phones, computers, on the internet. This could be sending mean messages, leaving hurtful comments, or making fun of someone online. Even if it's just words on a screen, it can really hurt someone's feelings and make them feel sad or scared. Cyberbullying is never okay. If it happens to you or someone that you know, don't keep it a secret. Tell a trusted adult, like a parent, teacher, or a support person. You can also block the person who is being mean and save the messages to show someone who can help. Everyone deserves to feel safe online, including you. Next slide.
The internet can be a great place to learn, talk to friends, and even meet new people, but it's important to stay safe. Here are some smart things to remember. Keep your personal information private. Don't share your full name, address, phone number, passwords, or money/banking information online. Think before you post. Ask yourself, would I be okay if lots of people or my grandparents saw this? Be kind, say nice things, and treat people how you want to be treated. Don't be a part of bullying. Be careful when dating online. Some people are not who they say they are. That's why we go slow and never send money or private info. Watch for fake profiles or people who seem too fake. If something feels off, trust your gut. It probably is. Tell a trusted adult if something is being mean. Asking for something private or making you uncomfortable. You don't have to engage, and you do not have to handle it alone. Being safe online helps make using the internet, social media, and dating online fun and friendly place for everyone, including you.
Thank you guys so much for coming. These presentations are amazing. You guys, I didn't even know the Speakers Network existed until maybe 6 months ago, and you guys have the best presentations, and so grateful to know that you guys exist, and thank you for being here already in person.
So we have a QR code real quick that you guys can please fill out on our survey. We're about the presentation today. want you guys to be honest today. We learned from your guys' comments. You can access the survey by scanning the QR code, and it's my work's outcome survey. And when you guys click on it, it'll ask you for what project you guys did. Just click on Advocates Consider Speakers Network, and then the rest of it you have to go through. So thank you so much for having Natalie and I present. Hope you guys have a great day.
Thank you.